Hello and welcome to Colleague Software's feature video regarding the GDPR legislation coming into effect May next year. This video has been designed to highlight the key areas which Colleague will seek to tackle in order to provide you with the tools to manage the new regulations. In summary, the EU General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR, replaces the Data Protection Directive and is designed to harmonise data privacy laws across Europe. It will come into effect May 25, 2018 and is designed to protect and empower all EU citizens' data privacy and reshape the way organisations across the region approach data privacy. Our sources for this video have been direct from the EU GDPR website itself and the UK's ICO guidelines as issued in a white paper covering the 12 steps to prepare for the new regulation. These steps are milestones for your business to ensure that you have the processes in place to adhere to the legislation when it comes into effect. There is also consultation on GDPR guidance available via the ICO, but be aware this closes Tuesday the 10th of October. From colleagues' side, our focus is on three key areas. The right to consent states that you must seek the authorization from all person records held on your system in order to retain their data. It also requests that you provide an easy mechanism in which they can advise either way, and this needs to be done with an opt-in mindset. Non-response cannot be taken as confirmation. The right to access states that a candidate or contact has the right to request a copy of their data from your system. There are limitations to this bound by reasoning. For example, you have the right to challenge a request should a candidate or contact ask for an unreasonable amount of historical data, but you must be able to provide a summarized audit promptly, and there cannot be a charge raised to the recipient for this. The right to be forgotten states that a candidate or contact has the right to request that they are deleted from your system, with any trace of correspondence regarding that individual fully wiped clean. Colleague has previously archived records as part of our deletion process, with the option to then restore that record. So this will be a new and permanent deletion process. We'll start with Colleague version 6. Under the right to consent, Colleague intends to build a hosted service on Microsoft Azure. This will facilitate a tracking mechanism for passing data to and from version 6 systems. The end result will be the option to email a candidate or contact with a link which will let the recipient specify whether they wish to remain on your system or be removed. A report and the necessary custom fields will accompany this solution so that data updates can be tracked. Right to access is to cater for a candidate or contact's request to receive an audit of their data. This will come in the form of a data report, which will be run within Colleague and downloadable into Excel, Word or PDF formats. Right to be forgotten will encompass a full data deletion and history wiping process to anonymize a record and its activity against associated records. Crucially, this doesn't mean the physical deletion of a candidate or contact record, as these records can be interlocked with placements and as such deletions will create back-office disruption and unstable data tables. However, wiping all field content and anonymizing the record with non-unique identifiers will meet the legislation requirements. This feature will be permission-based and will require strict internal process regarding its usage. Moving on to Colleague 7. Regarding the right to consent legislation, we will be introducing a new feature which allows a user to add a link to any email being sent from the system. When pressed, the link will set the recipient's record to opt in to future correspondence. Clicking on this link will also create a history recording the event and notify the user that the opt-in has been received. You can then use searching and the requested date of the opt-in email to build a list of records that can stay on the system and which ones need to be removed. Right to access will follow a two-stage approach. The first option will be the inclusion of the data report, as specified against Colleague version 6, with the option to download the output and send it to the individual requesting the data audit. Phase 2, which will be reviewed later in the year, will cover the option of a portal with login access to give a candidate or contact the right to directly access their data. Right to be forgotten will entail the same workflow as discussed against version 6, with a full data wipe of the record and its associated history logs against other entities. This development will be undertaken throughout the fourth quarter of 2017. This will ensure that we have everything in place long before the legislation comes into effect. Any bespoke requests to manage the legislation will be dealt with under consultancy. Hopefully this has answered any immediate concerns regarding our response to GDPR. If you have any queries or feedback, please let me know. I'd be keen to hear from you. Also, if you have any suggestions or enhancement requests specific to GDPR, please get in touch. All of the links referenced in this video will be included in the description. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching.